did some weightlifting in high school, with football, and then got really out of shape the first 2 years of college, and I did the whole do the weightlifting on a DVD or do the workouts on a DVD thing, and that just didn't work. But never like a lot of Olympic lifts. I'm Matt Calloway. I'm from Spring, Texas, northwest Houston. I'm 28 years old. Celebrated a birthday while here at BoomFit. And I work for the Texas A&M University in the Athletic Compliance Office. My hobbies have become CrossFit. That's something that my fiance has pointed out to me, that I tend to talk about CrossFit a lot. I can do consecutive double unders. When I started, I couldn't even do one. Now I got up to, I think, 45 or so. 47, I think, was my max. So going from 0 to 47, I think, is pretty fun. I'm also able to do pull-ups without a band. One of the first workouts we did whenever I started was pull-ups, and I had to use the big band and then add another small band in order to be able to get through the 3 rounds of 5 pull-ups. And now I can do 4 or 5 pull-ups without a band in a row. My favorite WOD. My favorite one was probably actually when we did Fran. I came at the noon class because I was going out of town that weekend, and I showed up and I saw all the people at the noon class that were all the superstars from our box. They all decided to show up at 12 that day, and I'm sitting there next to them, and it was really cool because I wasn't able to do everything RX like they were. But as soon as they finished with their last whatever movement it was, they didn't lay on the ground and feel sorry for themselves and catch their breath. They immediately turned around and started helping, yelling at me. That was something I remember. Maybe not necessarily because it was my favorite workout, but I just remember enjoying afterwards, going home, remembering what I just did, and all the help that I got from all the people that worked out with me. What motivates me is, well, first, I don't look at the workouts before I like to show up, because then I might not show up seeing how hard things are going to be. But whenever I walk in, I see everybody, because I always come to the 5:30, I see everybody's times before me, and I'll pick out a couple people that I see that I know that I've worked out with before, and I just try to beat them. Or I saw that they could finish it, so I know I can finish. If they can do it, it's just as hard as you make it. CrossFit's really helped me, or has really been just added to my competitive nature. When I walk in, I'll see somebody else's time on the board, and I just had to be there. All I have to do is beat that by 1 second, and I know I worked harder than them that day. Anybody that maybe loses some motivation, I'd say try a different class. I know that I've done it a couple times when I knew I couldn't come at 5:30, and I've come to the noon class or the 4:30 or even the 8:30 class. You see other people, and you see other people working hard, and then you realize, if they can get themselves up and work hard, and you see those 5 a.m.ers that can wake up before the sun comes up, and when it's cold or raining outside, and they come do a 20-minute AMRAP, and whenever I leave my office at 5, all of a sudden I can't make up an excuse, knowing that they just put themselves through 20 minutes of torture. Advice for people that don't do CrossFit but might be thinking about it: give it a try. It's as hard as you make it. No matter how hard someone yells at you or pushes you to work hard, you work as hard as you make yourself work. My workout is going to be 21-15-9 of row for calories, double unders, and push press at whatever the prescribed weight ends up being. I picked 95, but who knows.